If a rival is about to make a move on Sonny and Jason, your life could be in danger.
I know you want to help, and I appreciate that, but not when you have a family to think about.
Sam, you need protection.
I know, and I will hire someone else, because I would never forgive myself if something happened to you because of me. Get your hands off my husband and get out of my house.
A client of mine is interested in retaining your services. I'm here to facilitate that meeting.
And what does this client want me to do?
Oh, agree to the meeting. You can ask him yourself.
We need to be ready for anything. You understand?
Of course. I doubled the men down at the docks. We've got guards watching your entire family around the clock.
Oh, except for an hour yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, and I don't understand that. I called Logan Hayes myself. He knew he was supposed to be guarding Michael and Morgan.
Okay, Bernie. Logan never showed up. He left my kids wide open. We can't take that chance again.
I know that.
So, at what point did you decide that I was some wilting flower who needed to be protected?
Okay, if you want to stay in Port Charles, then we're staying at the Metro Court tonight.
Why? Why can't we stay here?
Because it has better security, okay? Between the surveillance cameras and the guards, at least I know that you and the boys will be safe. Marty, please.
We can be safe here. We have guards, Sonny. Put them outside.
Hold on one second. We need to have the boys in an environment where we control the security, okay? Because I don't want a repeat of what happened yesterday.
It was a one-time screw-up. Sonny will always make sure we're protected.
I can protect my family.
I just came by to tell Lucky
I know
that
exactly what you're doing, and it stops now.
There's no reason to get upset.
Lucky, she's practically throwing herself at
Sam
you.
just needs protection.
Look, Anthony Zakara is a mob boss who is moving into town and trying to take over Sonny and Jason's territory. This isn't a guy who gives a damn about their so-called code of honor. He targets people. He targets wives and girlfriends and kids, families.
Well, you're not with Jason anymore, so it shouldn't be a problem.
No, it shouldn't. And it doesn't matter what the standing of Jason and I are. He and I were together for 3 years, and Zakara could target me. I do need a bodyguard, but you don't have to worry. It's not going to be Lucky. Your wife and your children need you more than I do.
What's the catch?
There isn't one.
You're simply going to give me Molly without a fight?
I'm trying to do what's best for our daughter, Alexis.
Since when?
I have always put Molly's needs above my own. For the record, she is happy and thriving in my care. Unfortunately, our current arrangement is no longer in Molly's best interest.
And why would that be?
Because my father wants me to go after Sonny. And if I don't do it, he's going to file for emergency custody of Molly and take her away. From both of us.
Well, I don't take meetings unless I know who they're with.
I'll make an exception, Mr. Morgan. My client's going to be very disappointed if you don't choose to show. All right. I'll relay the message.
Okay, you tell Zakar if there's any trouble, it's coming back to you.
You know, you can intimidate my unfortunate son, Mr. Morgan. But most assuredly, not me.
Hey, Jason, I was looking for Spinelli. Is he home?
It was not a good time.
Go get up. Normally, the Jackal would welcome the faithful friend and dispenser of wisdom with open arms, but you really shouldn't be here at this particular moment.
Perhaps you'd like to rethink taking such a hard position. Evidently, you got a lot to lose.
Okay, guys. I need you to go upstairs and help Letitia pack your bags.
Where are we going?
We are going to the Metro Court. Jax and I decided we should stay there for a while.
Yeah, sometimes parents can be a little overprotective, but we want to make sure that you guys are safe. And we thought we could have some fun as well.
A lot of fun. Hey, you know what that means? Free room service whenever we want.
Yes, an endless supply of tokens to the games room, okay? So, what? That's one of the advantages when you're, parents own the hotel.
Awesome. When can we leave?
As soon as you're packed.
Well, I can stay and pack if you want to take the boys over now.
Thank you.
Are you sure?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just meet you guys at the hotel.
Oh, that sounds good. Who's ready for video games? Let's go, come on! Get in the car! Come on, let's go.
Chair.
Come on, go. I will. Thank you.
Bye.
What?
I'll call you later.
All due respect, this is a problem that has to be addressed. Perhaps Miss Howard could come back at another time.
I'd rather not.
Okay, I'll call you tomorrow.
The situation is
I
not gonna
understand.
resolve
I understand, Bernie. We'll
All
finish this tomorrow.
Okay, but tomorrow.
Okay. See you. What's the problem, Kate?
Well, I spent the better part of the afternoon being followed around by two rather large employees of yours. Call them off.
That's not an option.
I do not need nor want your hired men lurking around in imitation designer suits.
Okay, then really? So I'll send my tailor over first thing in the morning.
This isn't a joke.
Okay, you want serious? Anthony Zaccara is about to make a move on my territory, okay? And he will use anybody connected to me to get it. Which is why I think it's best that you go back to Manhattan just for, a little while.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm not gonna let you or anyone else dictate where I live.
Well, then you're gonna have to be, get used to my guys tailing you, even if they have cheap suits on.
I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself. What, you think you become the editor-in-chief of a magazine like Couture without having thick skin? Huh? Or an even stronger backbone?
Zaccara is a hell of a lot more dangerous than a couple designers fighting over which cover they're gonna do for your next magazine. You know what I mean?
so sure.
Okay, listen to me. This is just for your own good. I don't want you involved in any of this.
I agree. Neither do I. I don't want anything to do with your business. But I refuse to hide from it. I have my own reasons for being in Port Charles, and I'm not going to let you talk me out of them.
I'll hire someone else to keep me safe. Someone who doesn't have so much to lose.
You need someone to keep you safe now.
Yes, I understand that, Lucky, but you have two little boys upstairs who need their father, and I'm not gonna let you risk your life or theirs to protect me. Those children are not gonna pay for my mistakes. So for your son's sake, consider yourself fired.
Sam.
Lucky! Don't worry about me. Protect your family, okay? I'll be fine.
Don't tell me you actually bought any of that.
I'm really sorry if I interrupted your meeting.
No, you didn't interrupt. You couldn't have, because we were never here. Let us retreat to my regrettably pink room and leave Stone Cold to his business.
Mr. Morgan, to be a really effective enforcer, you gotta be a loner. No lasting attachments that an enemy can exploit. And you, sir, you're not a loner. These teenage children, their friends, they come and go as they please. A big happy family.
If anything happens to those kids, you'll see just how effective I can be.
It's not that I don't appreciate you including me in on your choice of office decor, but I'd rather hear about this mystery project that you're
It's
working
business. I can't discuss it.
on. Oh, you didn't seem to have a problem discussing it with Alfred.
That's different.
Because you trust Alfred?
No, I trust him, but I trust you more.
Okay, well then why won't you tell me what's going on?
I just think it's best you don't know the details until I finalize the arrangements.
No, and stop jumping on the bed.
Well, the boys seemed thrilled with their new living arrangements, and Michael was going on about the endless supply of game tokens.
Michael's making the best out of a bad situation for the sake of his brother.
I can relate.
Oh, give me a break. If you gave a damn about Jax, you wouldn't have sent him away from his family now, would you?
Carly, I didn't come up here to rehash any transgressions with my brother.
Why are you here?
Well, the situation is becoming very tenuous. With this rival mob boss gearing up to move in on Sonny's territory, you and your family will need protection, and I'm here to give you any assistance.
It is crazy to me that you're standing here offering to help keep Jax safe when you're the one who almost got him killed.
I was hoping to keep that particular incident behind us. Let bygones be bygones, once and for all. But clearly, it's too early for forgiveness. Clearly. For what it's worth, it's a very wise decision to move in the kids here until matters are resolved by the appropriate parties. On this note, goodbye.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry that your life keeps getting turned upside down because of my situation with Sonny.
You've made plenty of concessions where my family's concerned, okay? I'm just returning the favor. After all, that's what marriage is about, right? Give and take.
Where are you going?
I think my brother knows more than he's saying.
The unit we have available is approximately 1,000 square feet. Southern exposure, stunning view of the harbor. I'm sure it'll be the perfect space for your new office, Mr. Cassadine.
Right. Well, it'll still have to meet with Emily's approval. See, she thought the original space I picked out was actually perfect, so.
Once again, sir, I'd like to apologize on behalf of the Metro Court for the mix-up. It's not our policy to release the unit once a deposit has been made.
Look, it's not your fault that Nicholas's butler decided to pass on the space.
Thanks.
I know he means well, but where Alfred got the idea that he needs to manage your life is beyond me.
Well, now I got it. Tell Mr. Zakar I appreciate his time. Thank you.
Why am I not surprised you're playing both sides in this?
You see, Mr. Zakar and I happen to have mutual associates.
Is that where you set up a meeting?
No, my meeting with Mr. Zakara is to tell him that he can do whatever the hell he wants with Sonny, but to leave you, Carly, and your stepsons alone. That's it.
I'm coming with you.
No, these are not your kind of people, Jax. Why don't you stay with your charming wife and your charming tots, okay?
Oh, fine. Jerry.
The Jackal hopes that the faithful friend and dispenser of wisdom didn't
Could you
misconstrue.
please stop calling me that? The faithful friend makes me feel like a golden retriever.
Oh. Well, my sincere apologies, Loyal. Well, how should I address you?
Georgie? For now, until you can, think of a nickname that we can both agree on.
Fair enough. Well, Georgie, look, my sincere apologies for spiriting you up to the confines of my regrettably pink room. In no way was I trying to take advantage of you or the situation. I was just trying to get you away from the minion of darkness as quickly as possible. Look, I assure you, my intentions were completely pure. Never has a carnal thought crossed my mind in regards to your person.
Good to know. So, the guy talking to Jason, he didn't look that dangerous.
No, don't be fooled by his lawyer-like appearance. The minion of darkness is well-connected in the underworld. In fact, he is the mouthpiece of the Vistagoth who is trying to rain terror and doom down on Mr. Corinthos's organization.
Spinelli, if this guy's so dangerous, why are you still living with Jason?
Well, Stone Cold's been a most trusted and loyal friend. It would be seriously wimpy for me to turn my back on him now.
You are not a wimp.
Not in cyberspace. There, I am an assassin of the internet, but in the non-cyber world, I'm a mere mortal. Too weird to interface with normal people.
I wouldn't say weird. Just different. Most guys wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes in a pink room. See ya.
Lucky, we need to talk about this.
If Zakar is as dangerous as everyone says, then Sam's life could be in danger.
She's using this as an excuse to cause problems between us.
Anyone close to Sonny and Jason could be a target.
She's not with Jason anymore.
And that's not gonna keep her safe.
God, Lucky, what do you want me to say? I've done everything I can to make things right between us. I've cut Jason out of my life. I've apologized more times than I can count. Sam's the one who won't let it go.
Sam's life is in danger. She just needs someone she can trust to keep her safe.
And the only person she could come up with is you?
I'm not her bodyguard anymore. Remember, she fired me.
She's working you, Lucky. She comes over here, she picks a fight with me, and she throws herself at you. And for some reason, you're still defending her.
We agreed to give our marriage one more shot. It won't work if you don't trust me, Elizabeth.
Need some help?
Only if you know how to read Dr. Marucci's handwriting.
Indecipherable handwriting is how doctors protect themselves against malpractice. We can say we ordered the right prescription, but, you know, our writing got misread. So, yeah, that doesn't even look like English, but I'm gonna say the patient needs a blood panel.
Ah, yeah, I see it now. Yeah, the first letter of the second word almost certainly is a P.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm cheating. I can tell by the patient's vitals I would order a blood panel too. Big part of reading a doctor's handwriting is making educated guesses.
Well, Dr. Scorpio's handwriting happens to be perfect.
She's a traitor to her own kind.
Well, then so are you, because I can read your handwriting perfectly.
Nurses hate my handwriting. I actually pride myself on being more illegible than Dr. Marucci.
Well, then maybe I have a gift where you're concerned.
Yeah, maybe you do.
How on earth can your father petition for custody of Molly? He doesn't even know Molly. He's never spent any time with Molly. He's barely spent time with you.
My father is a very influential man, Alexis, okay? He's probably going to call in favors from some well-appointed judge in family court to hear the case. Since that judge has probably had his career bought and paid for by Anthony Zaccara, it's pretty safe to say that my father's going to win custody of Molly. Excuse me.
I trust that you thought about my offer. I'm sorry. I didn't know that my son had company.
This is Molly's mother, Alexis Davis.
Oh. Well, isn't it nice that we finally get to meet one another, Miss Davis? Trevor Lansing. I can see where my granddaughter gets her beauty. Clearly, she takes after her mother.
Why are you suddenly so determined to stay here? I mean, when you started to feel something for me, you ran like a bat out of hell, and now when things are really getting dangerous, you should run, and you won't.
Well, I may be an emotional coward, but I'm not a physical one.
Okay, you know, when I said that, oh. Sorry, we need to talk. It's okay, hey. Can you give us just a second?
Yes, of course.
You know what? Why don't you come back? I'll make you that pasta that you like, and we can talk over some wine or something.
That's nice.
What's going on?
Trevor Lansing made me an offer from a third party. He wouldn't say who. Surprise, surprise, but I'm guessing it's Zaccara trying to test the water, see if I can be bought.
Zaccara didn't send Trevor to make a deal. He's forcing the hand, you know. Yeah.
Boss, say it's me. I just thought you'd like to know that Jack's just checked.
Carly and the kids into the hotel. Here at the Metro Court.
How are the boys?
They're hungry. I told them we'd order as soon as you get back.
Actually, I can't stay for dinner. I've got some business to take care of.
What kind of business?
Do you trust me?
Jax,
Do you?
I want to know why.
I have a meeting with Anthony Zaccara.
What do you mean you have a meeting with him?
I have a meeting with him.
Zaccara is head of one of the largest crime families on the East Coast. He doesn't just meet with anyone.
I know. I had a mutual associate set it up, okay?
Why would you do that?
Because I want to make sure that you and the boys are safe, that you don't get caught in the crossfire when he goes after Sonny or Jason.
You don't know how to deal with people like him.
Okay, Zakara's a businessman first and foremost, okay? Don't worry. I'll be back in a couple of hours.
No, don't go, Jax!
I'm not gonna sit around and wait for Sonny to handle this.
You and the boys are coming home with me.
You know, you can't do this. You can't walk in here and order me around.
Okay, we can't play games right now, Carly. Now when Zakara's sniffing around, you and the boys need protection.
Jax will make sure nothing happens.
Jax can't handle this.
If Jax says he can keep us safe, then I believe him.
Okay, you know what? You can believe Jax all you want, but you and the boys are coming home with me.
I'm not going with you.
Hold, Carly. You know it's safer at Sonny's house, okay? We have an impending threat. We have guys there who can deal with that. Let's go.
Mm-mm. You would take the boys. I understand that. I get that. But I am staying here and I'm waiting for Jax.
Top of your class at Yale Law, followed by a clerkship on an appellate court. Oh, that's very impressive, Miss Davis.
Thank you. Please call me Alexis.
Which circuit were you on, Alexis?
Eighth.
Eighth? Well, you weren't by any chance one of Lester Barnes's former clerks, were you?
You know Judge Barnes?
Les and I were drinking buddies. We served together on the Senate Judiciary Committee. He's a fine man.
One of the most brilliant legal minds that I've encountered.
Yeah. He was number 2 at Harvard Law School.
My dad, of course, being the first.
I didn't know that.
Well, I can appreciate that. If Richard ever mentions me, he probably refers to my faults as a father, rather than my accomplishments as an attorney, right?
Let's just say you're not quite what I expected.
Likewise. Richard told me that you were a basket case at death's door. And look at you. You're a vibrant, wonderful woman who deserves far better than my son.
Is that right?
Yes, Dr. Marucci did order a blood panel, so thank you. You know, student nurses are supposed to ask questions, but not too many. We don't want to seem incompetent.
Think anybody's gonna say that about you?
How do you know? I could be an idiot who falls apart under pressure.
Are you?
I still have a lot to learn.
Well, you get points for understanding that. Anybody who walks in here expecting to be an expert is gonna set themselves up to fail. So study, observe, pay attention, never second guess yourself.
Is that how you got to be the best neurosurgeon in this hospital?
You don't even know, but you just insulted me.
Did I?
I'm the best, period. In this state, in the country.
In the world?
You think I'm bragging?
I think you're teasing me.
Well, maybe a little bit. Not to say that I don't think I am, because I do. I just want to see how I reacted to blatant megalomania.
Patrick, you cut people's heads open and you literally hold their lives in your hands. I'd be a little worried if you weren't self-confident.
You're not easily intimidated, are you?
No.
Good for you.
It's not that I don't trust you. It's Sam that I don't trust. She's still angry over her whole breakup with Jason.
Jason got Sam shot, cheated on her, and then expected her to keep it a secret.
Okay, I know that the two of you have connected over what happened. I mean, you both felt betrayed, and Sam plays on it relentlessly, constantly reminding you of my infidelity and dropping obvious hints that she's ready and willing to even the score.
You know what, listen. For a few hours, we were able to forget all of our problems. And we acted like a family. I want that.
So do I.
Well, how did you like the unit?
Emily?
It's your office. If you like it, I like it.
Wasn't quite the answer I was looking for, which is why I'm gonna need another opinion before I sign anything.
No problem. I can show you the unit anytime.
Thank you.
Hi. Hey, I wasn't gonna come over, but it's not like I can avoid you forever.
Why would you?
Well, you are Jason's sister, and you're probably the closest thing to him, and now that we are broken up, it would only be natural for you to take his side. Oh no, I guess I just wanted to know if you blamed me for what
No,
happened.
not at all. Not at all, Sam. There's no point in placing blame. You and Jason were happy once and it ended. I just hope that you can both move on and be happy again.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do. Bye.
That was nice of you.
Yeah, I might not agree with all of the choices that Sam's made, but she's still your cousin. And as long as I'm going to be part of your life, Sam's going to be a part of mine.
Thank you for understanding.
What I don't understand is why you need another opinion on this office space.
Because I knew that you wouldn't give me a straight answer. Which is why I called Lucky. He's on his way over here.
What about dinner? We're supposed to be at Elizabeth's house in
You go
20
ahead.
minutes.
We'll meet you there after we look at the space.
Hi. Hey. I hope you like Merlot. Oh, you're sweet. I told you not to bring anything. Why? You're cooking. The least I could do is bring over a bottle of wine. Thank you. Besides, now we'll have something to do while we're waiting for Nicholas and Lucky to finish looking at the office space.
I know. Why was it so important to get Lucky's input on this whole thing anyway?
I have no idea. Nicholas has been acting very mysteriously lately. I know he's up to something, but I have no idea what. Do you think you could pry it out of Lucky for me?
Well, I can certainly try. Actually, it'll be nice to talk about something other than Sam for a change.
Oh, yeah? What happened?
Well, she came over earlier today and let me know, and Lucky, that she actually doesn't need Lucky as her bodyguard anymore.
Oh, okay, so that's a good thing, right?
It was a blatant manipulation. She made this huge deal about all the danger she was in and how she wouldn't let Lucky risk himself because he has a family, all the while giving him this look of, I'm yours for the taking. I swear, if those boys hadn't been upstairs, I would have slapped her upside the head.
Elizabeth, you can't let her get to you like this.
She is playing the victim to the hilt while coming on to my husband. And the worst part is, Lucky's defending her.
If you and Lucky start fighting over Sam, she's gonna get exactly what she wants.
Lucky, hey.
Hey.
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm supposed to be Nicholas, but he hasn't showed up yet, and he's not answering his cell.
Okay, well, that's kind of good. Do you have a few minutes to talk?
Yeah, sure. What's going on?
Come here. I wanted to apologize for just showing up at your house like that.
Listen, it's okay.
I should have known Elizabeth would react like that. I mean, everyone does. Anyone who's close to Jason anyway. I kind of feel like people look at me like I'm the one who cheated on my husband and lied about it for months. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is obviously the last thing you need to hear when you're trying to work things out with your wife.
Yeah, I don't think you and Elizabeth will ever really be friends.
I just want to get my life back and move on, but I can't because people keep sort of throwing it back in my face. I guess I should get used to it by now. I don't know.
Sam, nobody deserves to be treated like that.
I'm not looking for sympathy here, Lucky. I'm glad that I can talk to you. You're one of the few people I can talk to at the moment.
It's okay anytime.
Hey, thanks for being such a good friend. I don't know. I hope I can return the favor someday.
I owe you an apology.
For what?
Richard's shortcomings as a father and as a husband. I admit my marriage didn't really set an example for him. But it's incomprehensible to me how any man, no less my son, could take advantage of your battle with cancer during a custody hearing.
Well, it's true that he did use my illness to gain custody of Molly. I believe he's since seen the error of his ways.
Yes? Well, what caused this change of heart?
Perhaps it was your threat to file for emergency guardianship. Being the great legal mind that you are, I'm sure you realize that would never happen.
Oh, sure it could, Alexis. After all, I'm Molly's grandfather.
Yeah, whom you've shown absolutely no interest in until now. As a matter of fact, if you saw Molly on the street a week ago, you wouldn't have even recognized her.
Excuse me, you were the one who painted a very poor picture of her mother. And I am Molly's grandfather. I'm thrilled now that I met you, that Molly is being returned to her mother. Nice to meet you, Alexa.
You know he's lying. He has absolutely no intention of backing off of this.
I don't know, Rick. Maybe you're the one that's lying. You certainly have a history of it.
Sonny had no right to demand that I go home with him. He acts like he's the only man capable of taking care of me. And you know what? That's just plain wrong. Because Jax, right now, is making sure that the boys and I are okay.
Wait. Making sure how?
Jax is meeting with Zakara. I tried to talk him out of it, but he wouldn't listen.
You gotta be kidding me. He's only gonna make things worse.
You don't
Carly.
know that. You know what? Jax doesn't have an agenda. Zakara might be willing to listen to him.
We can't take the risk. You and the boys need to be at Sonny's.
Okay, you guys go upstairs, wash your hands, wait when your mom gets here.
Mom's not coming. She wants to stay at the Metro Court with Jax.
That's not an option.
Why not?
Okay, you guys need to go sit over there, okay?
Stay there.
And you need to do me a big favor. While you are staying here, you do exactly as you're told. And that means no hiding from Letitia, no ditching the guards. You get my drift?
Yeah.
What do you guys want to eat?
I want pasta. That is, if I'm still invited for dinner.
Oh, looks like we have a change of plans.
I take it the boys will be joining us.
And Mom. We're moving back in.
For a while today, Lucky and I got back to who we are as parents. As people, we didn't fight or yell. We just played in the pool with the kids. And it reminded me that what we have is worth fighting for.
Well, then hold on to that. Even when Sam's doing her best to mess things up.
Yeah, but she wants to hurt me. She's out for revenge, and she's trying to use Lucky to get it. And let's face it, Lucky and I are not in the best place right now.
Do you trust Lucky?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, did you guys see Nicholas?
Wasn't he with you?
No, I waited for him at the hotel, but he never showed up.
Did you check the office?
And the restaurant, didn't see him.
That's strange. I was just with him at the Metro Court, and he was waiting for you in the lobby when I left.
Well, something must have come up. I'm sure he'll be here as soon as he deals with it.
Hello, Anthony. Yes. It was handled exactly as you instructed. We've taken the first step. And there are no complications.
Kids are upstairs watching a movie. That should keep them busy till we eat. You want to, can I get you a drink?
Sure. So, moving Carly and your boys back in. You must really be worried.
I can't take any chances.
Mm-hmm. And how does Carly feel about this? Or more importantly, how does her new husband feel about the new living arrangements?
I don't really care how Jax feels, and you know, I'm just trying to protect my children and their mother.
Mm-hmm. But Carly is much more to you than your children's mother.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Marriage you share may be over, but the love you share isn't.
You know, if I didn't know any better, I would say you're a little bit jealous.
Should I be?
Do you know how hard it was for me to convince Jax that sleeping with Sonny was a huge mistake and it's never going to happen again? Now you're dragging me back to Sonny's.
Well, you know Sonny's is safer.
Jack's not going to be happy about
Well,
that.
Jax can come to Sonny's house and stay there if he
He
wants
doesn't
to.
want to live at Sonny's house, okay?
Okay, get in the house.
What?
Get in the house right now. Get in the house. Don't turn on the lights.
What did you see? don't know.
Jason.
I'm on my way to a meeting. How's my brother? Is he still unconscious?
I was just about to check up on him. Mr. Jacks, we have a problem.
Jerry woke up?
The chair's empty. Your brother's gone.
Okay, tell hotel security to try to stop Jerry before he leaves the hotel.